Hi, good morning, everyone. All right, for today's lesson, is actually covering week 11 topic on constructing a marketing plan. But before I proceed with this sharing on this particular topic, let me remind you regarding your submission. You have one more main group work to submit, which is the company analysis. So I would advise you to follow the latest submission date in ITEL. That's a quite different submission date prior to the one I have informed you earlier. So the new submission is actually on week 12. However, you can submit early. Once you complete the work, submit. Okay, so it's easier for me to actually view your work and provide comments if necessary. Okay, and also another thing is the second peer assessment will come in the same structure. I will provide you a question, and then you need to assess each and every member of the group, and please provide detailed comments after each names, so that I have a clear picture of what's going on. So rather than putting okay, or everyone is working as a team, you can give extra comment on each and every of the members. Yeah. Okay, so the submission for this peer evaluation will come in very soon. So you can submit the peer evaluation before you submit the company analysis. Okay, now let's move on to the lesson on this particular topic of constructing a marketing plan. Okay, so generally, you might be wonder why company like Apple, for instance, they launch their product that people normally talk about. Okay, so every time they launch a new product, people will start queuing in front of the store, wanting to have to be the first to get the latest device or product by Apple. And you also wonder why some of the new brands suddenly explode on social media. So it is not something magic, it is more of a strategy. And this is what we call as a marketing plan. Right. So today I will walk you through the construction of a professional marketing plan from the beginning. So it'll be a guideline for you to do, which can also help if you wanted to venture into a new business. So this is exactly what you will be doing in the real world. So whether you are launching new product, you want to do rebranding of a company, or you wanted to do a presentation before the investor, you might need to actually break some of the content into few essential sections that is considered important in your sharing or in your presentation. So you need to think this method as an ultimate marketing plan. Okay, in which that when you are putting your idea into this marketing plan, it needs to have these four elements, which is it needs to be connected to the you need to connect the strategy to the execution, strategy towards the execution. You need to align the team, that be working with you, and the resources that you to support you in to proceed with this so-called project. You need to be able to attract investors. That's why I said you need to have a good marketing plan to get fund from the investors, to do a presentation before them. And finally, you need to be able to measure the success, because you have to make sure that your business is able to stay relevant, not only at this period of time, but it should be able to continue for the near future. Okay, so in doing this, writing this marketing plan, there are 7 important framework. Okay, so these are the starting ones. So I will break the information on each and every of them later on. But this 7-step of framework is what you have to have in your marketing plan, in which that you need to write about the executive summary. Executive summary normally comes later after you have completed the whole other entire content. So then you can write your executive summary. Okay, and then meaning that the first thing you have to do in your planning for your business or new product or rebranding, you need to conduct your situation analysis through SWOT. You need to have a very smart goal and objective. You need to assess your marketing strategy through segmentation, targeting, and positioning. Next is to have to assess the marketing mix, followed by implementation and budget, and finally to write on the measurement and control. So after this have been completed, and then you can start writing the executive summary. Okay, so the foundation of writing a marketing plan. Okay, so I would say that every great plan is actually starting with understanding of where you want to go, where you are for now, and where you wanted to go. So this is the basic, the foundation that you should remember. Okay, as I mentioned, that the first is you need to do a situation analysis, right? So it means that you need to be clear. You need to have um, an honest situation of the current reality. Okay, so what is the best tool to do this so-called situation analysis? And then you should use what I call as a SWOT analysis. So SWOT refers to strength, weaknesses, opportunity, and threats. Okay, so if you start with the internal parts, you need to assess the strength of your company, of your team, and if currently you know that there are potential loyal customers, so you should put them as under the list of strength that your company have. And then you also need to look into the weaknesses of your business, of the company. Do you face, such as, do you face a limited budget? Is your brand totally new that not many people know about? So that can fall under the weaknesses. Okay, about the external part, right? So you are actually referring to opportunities and the threats. So opportunities could be, potential path that allow your business to grow. For instance, there's a new social media trend. You can tap into that particular opportunity, or currently the competitors are slowing down, and you can also tap into the competitors' weaknesses. All right, on the threat parts, it's something that we cannot change, but we can try to minimize the issue, such as if there is a changing rules and regulation by the government, or if there is an economic downturn or inflation. So we cannot change those situations, but we can try to find ways on how to minimize the impact. Okay, so the most important, once you have done the SWOT analysis, that will lead towards the development of a SMART goal. All right, so this is actually based on your SWOT. Remember when I asked you where you are now and where you wanted to go. Okay, so under this SMART goal, you have to be very honest in your SWOT analysis, because the weaknesses can help you to plan better for your business, and the opportunity should be specific so that you can know in which area you can tap and potentially can assist and help your business to grow. So under the SMART goal, from the slide, you can see that the letter S is referring to specific, meaning that you need to put a goal that is specific, such as you want to increase the market share. And then your goal need to be measurable. For instance, you want to tap into a market, just give an example, UK youth market. So you want to tap into the 5% in the UK youth market or Malaysia youth market. And then your SMART goal need to be achievable. So meaning based on the resources that you have, okay, remember the SWOT just now, the strength that you have, is it realistic? Can you actually pursue with these resources that you have? And then number 4 is relevant. Does this goal that you have set align with your business direction, business mission? And finally is time bound. You need to set your goal for the next 12 months. So SMART refers to specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So example, you wanted to set a new goal for your business. So you can put, for instance, now as an example, you can see that I wrote, our goal is to achieve a 10% increase in online sales from female customers aged 18 to 25 by the end of Q4. That could be good, reasonable, SMART goal. Okay, let's proceed. Right. So moving forward, after you have set your SMART goal through your SWOT analysis, you need to look into your core strategy, which is STP. STP stands for segmentation, targeting, and positioning. So this is actually the heart of your marketing strategy. So under under step 1, segmentation, I put down in these slides, I said that you cannot target everyone. Slice the broad market into smaller group with shared characteristic. Okay, so you understand that segmentation can be broken down into several pieces. So you have demographics, such as you aim towards specific group or specific income, and then geographic, you wanted your product to aim or targeted to certain cities with specific climates, or you want your business to cover towards segments of psychographic. You wanted to aim people with specific lifestyle or owning a specific values, or you can also look for group of consumer under behavioral. Okay, it's based on their usage rate, how many times they use a product, or even through their loyalty to its particular brand. Okay, so once that is clear, your second step is to do targeting. So targeting is a process where you need to evaluate the segments. You need to identify which among the segment is more viable, it's more profitable, and it matches to your strength, to your SWOT analysis. Okay. So you might want to target to one particular segment, for instance, and you are targeting towards a niche market. Okay, so your planning on that particular market, marketing plan, your planning, your focus on that particular market will be different from other segments. Okay, for instance, you wanted to aim towards urban students focusing on sustainability. So your focus for this urban student can be more specific, such as you wanted to have a most convenient and stylish way to reduce single-use plastic, which is made from 100% recyclable material, and it fits in any backpack. And also, let's say that is your target, right? And the third step is positioning. So this is a process where you wanted to put the message of your product clear in the mind of the consumer. So you want to make sure that the message is positioned towards the right target audience. So every time that people were thinking about sustainability, water bottle, recyclable, they might want to choose your brand compared to others because you have very clear messages that you convey to the public regarding your use of recycled item, and you wanted to reduce single-use plastic material. Okay. So the next action plan is about the marketing mix. Okay. So this is very important. You know what marketing mix is. It consists of 4 P's. All right. Price, product, price, place, and promotion. Okay, so in terms of product, you need to put a clear message in your company direction, in terms of what you are selling. What is the benefit that consumers will gain? You're not only selling a product, but you are selling a benefit that the consumer will gain out of consuming your product. And then you need to also put a reasonable price. What's the value? This is not just a cost plus price that you put for your product, but it is representing the benefit of the product that you are selling. Let's say there are several types of pricing strategies. You have skimming pricing strategies. You have penetration, psychological, or discount pricing. So you have to find the match clearly, that representing the product that you wanted, that you have, with the pricing that can give you a reasonable profit. Okay, right. The third one is on place. Place is not only a physical brick and mortar outlet that you can actually sell your product, but you should also find ways on how to deliver convenient to your client. For instance, that on top of getting the product from a physical store, you can also use e-commerce website, okay, or you use other retail or online platform to place your item. Right, so meaning that the customers has more than one option if they wanted to get your product. And the last one is on promotion. Okay, so under this promotion, there are several types that you can actually utilize. You have advertising, public relations, sales promotion, personal selling, or even digital marketing. So this is a way that you can actually communicate and persuade your existing client and potential client regarding your product. So these 4 P's need to be put together so that you can, most important, deliver a consistent message. Okay. So additional to what I have mentioned in the last P, which is promotion, the approach of IMC is what most companies are going towards too. It's actually a combination of a conventional marketing tactics or promotional tools with online approach. So the main point is all messages, regardless of the platform that you use to spread the message, it needs to be consistent across channel. Okay, so company must choose appropriate channel where the target audience can be found, where you know that most of your target audience will be at that particular platform. All right. So next is you need to understand that a plan on paper is it's not useful. It's useless. It's not able to support your business. So you need to have a good execution approach as well as the control. So you refer to these notes that I give you. So it means that you need to first create an action plan and a timeline, followed by to establish the budget. Okay, so this budget is very important. You need to live on reality that you may not be able to conquer everything because the resources and the budget they have is very limited. And the third one, the last one, is to have metrics and control. Okay, and this is aiming towards specific goal that you have set for your business. Okay, and the most common mistakes that business do is what I have listed here. You don't have specific target audience. You don't know who is your audience. So therefore, your STP approach cannot be delivered because you fail to identify which segment that you should target, what uh, uh, targeting approach that you should aim, and what is the positioning approach that you should use for your item. And then the other reason is companies sometimes use or develop goals that is cannot be measured. Okay, it's beyond their mind and thinking. Third one is because the tactics does not match the strategy, and the fourth one because you don't have a proper budget allocation, and finally you forget to measure the results. Yeah, because I mentioned last time in the previous slide, you have to have a measurable and control results. Okay, so remember, a marketing plan is a living document. So it guides your decision. Align with your team. It helps you to win. So start with this structure. So you need to fill in with your research and creativity, and you need to have a powerful tool for your project or for your future career. So these are the steps. Again, the final frame that you should refer to. Okay, so that's all for now for lesson on week 11. So next week, you guys will be off for your semester break. If you're going back home, so be safe, travel well and be safe. Take care of your health. And if you plan to stay on campus to continue working, it's good as well. You have lots of projects to complete, not only my subject, but you have other courses as well that you need to fulfill, assignments, and exam will be soon, next year, January. Okay, so that's all for now. I'll see you guys again after your mid-semester break. And okay, take care and stay safe. Bye bye.